Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick story time. Thought I would come on here and tell you about how I almost died. It happened about this time last year. I was going to put some laundry in the washing machine before I left to work out. Fell down a couple of steps, heard a snap, a crackle, a pop. Was in a lot of pain. Went to the urgent care. Hey, you broke your right foot. You did something wonky to your left knee. Just go home, chill out for a couple of days. Just, get up to do bare minimum. Fine, that's good. I can do that. And this is why I say he tried it, okay? That was just the beginning of my situation. I got up to go to the ladies' room later that evening. Took like 5 steps and felt like I just did a triathlon. They had me on the basketball court doing suicides for like an hour. That's how tired I was. 5 steps. Okay. I looked at my Fitbit. My heart rate was at 109. I'm like, it's normally at 61. Something not right. My husband's like, okay, I'm taking you to the hospital. I said, fine. I didn't fight. He carried me downstairs. He placed me in the truck and quickly got me to the emergency room. I told them what was going on. They immediately rolled me into the bag, put patches all over me, did a whole bunch of tests. They were like, girl, we're going to admit you, okay? I was like, what's going on, guys? And they're like, yeah, you got blood clots. Just in your lungs, both of them. Oh, okay. All right. So I do have sickle cell, right? And they were like, the doctor told you to do what? Sit down, not move. And he didn't give you any blood thinners? So warning number 1, anybody out there with sickle cell, if you've broken anything in your body and the doctor tells you to take it easy and not move, you need a new doctor. Clots, lungs, could have died, but I didn't, thank the Lord. So while I'm in there, they do the blood thinners. They tell me, oh yeah, we're going to discharge you. I was in there for 3 days. They said, we're going to discharge you. But before they could, I started getting a pain in my right side. I'm like, doc, hey, something's going on. Don't feel right. Maybe you need to check that out. He ignored me, okay? I told the nurse, hey girl, this is hurting, I'm in pain. Check that out. I'm going to give you some Tylenol. When I tell you doctors are not there for you, I'm not going to say all, but the ones that I had in the beginning were not there for me, not for my well-being. I don't know if they thought I was trying to get attention, didn't want to get discharged. I don't know what it was, but they were not paying attention. So before they could discharge me, my fever spiked to like 106. My body started shaking. They had to bring like a whole bunch of people. They called one of them codes. It wasn't a blue, but they called one of them codes to my room. So I had a room full of doctors and nurses. And I ended up in ICU. Now in ICU, I started seeing shadows, like light shadows, dark shadows. My shadows, you know how you're in a room by yourself and you think you see somebody passing by, peripheral vision. That's what I was seeing. I was like, there's no nurse in here. No. And granted, I was on some good drugs, okay? So I was like, hey, maybe it's the drugs. But I didn't really get nervous about the whole situation until I knew my mom was coming because she said, I'm getting on a flight in the beginning. She walked in, but then my daughter walked in behind her. And my daughter's in the military. And they let her leave from another state to come visit me. I'm like, oh, this might be a little serious. Well, ICU, yes, it's a little serious. She later told me that she almost cried when she saw me, but I don't know. Because you know how you think you're looking fine and everything is still looking the same. Nope. The image they saw of me was completely not what I saw of myself when I looked in the mirror. So I think that's the way your mind protects you from what's going on in your life. Some, shield from some of the pain, which I'm not mad about. Anywho, back to the story. So I was telling my mom about the shadows, and she was like, yeah, you're on a lot of drugs. I'm like, oh, okay. I was in ICU for 5 days, and all 5 days I saw the shadows, the light ones, the dark ones, they were there. And they finally told me, hey, we're gonna have to do surgery to get some of that fluid off your lungs. Oh, did I tell y'all that's what happened? That pain right there? That was fluid building up on my right lung and partially on my left. Mask, tubes, all of it was a mess. It was a mess. So they took me out of ICU finally. And they were like, we're going to do surgery, not that day, but the next day. We're going to do surgery to take that off. You should feel a lot better. I'm like, okay. So I had a little chat with God. Like, hey, I feel like I am under attack because just a couple of days ago, I was fine. Life was good. I was in good health. And now, I've been in this hospital for about 7 days, 8 days. I don't know how long I was in there at that point, to be honest, but I was in there for a while. And you're telling me I'm going to have surgery. So I'm going to need some protection because I don't feel like this hospital is here for me. And I hate to say that because I did have some good nurses. I did eventually get some good doctors. But in the beginning, So it's like one day later that day, I was watching TV and I saw like two shadows. I'm not going to say shadows because to me they look like angels. And I saw them come up from beside my bed and they perched themselves right there at the foot of my bed. And it was in slow motion when I saw it. And I felt so much peace after that. And I was like, thank you. I know you got me. I know you heard me. So I was not stressed about the surgery. I was not stressed about not getting out of the hospital at that point. Because honestly, I told my husband, they're trying to kill me. I ain't going to make it out of here. That's how I felt. So surgery went smooth. They drained like over 1 liter of fluid off my lungs. The rest of my visit was better. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks. And this is why I said, he tried it, as in the devil. He tried to kill me. I honestly believe that. How can you go from being healthy, happy, enjoying life, and the next thing you know, you're going to fall, you're going to break a foot. Come to find out, I tore and bruised my ACL in my left knee. You're going to give me blood clots, and you're going to put fluid on my lungs. He tried it. But thank God that the devil is not in control, and God has control over our lives and our destinies. So my mom told me after I got out of the hospital, I told her, once I fell, she was like, take some aspirin, which I did. But she had a dream that there were corners at my house and it was a small bag, but she said it was a small bag that they brought out, a body bag that was zipped up. And she's like, what is going on here? So that was one of the reasons why she was so adamant about coming up here. And I thank God for her. I thank God for my husband, my kids. Because really, true friends showed up. My family showed out. And I am blessed to still be here. And just so you know, God is in control. You got to trust and believe on him, because when you're in the hospital, you think you're about to die, you are not worried about what kind of car you drive, how much money in the bank. You treasure the memories that you've spent with your family, your loved ones, your friends. It's all about the experiences in your life that mean the most to you. So create memorable, pleasurable experiences. Don't sweat the small stuff, people. I can't say that enough. Don't sweat the small stuff. But I just thought I would share that with you guys. And thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Peace, love, health, and blessings to you all. Oh, and wait, before I leave, health insurance is a joke. That's a whole nother story time, though. But peace, love, and blessings, people. Stay positive, stay strong, stay true to you. and have a great day.